There was no surprises like, wow,
Oh, I
that
didn't know
I didn't
that.
know
Yeah,
that.
except for Anton's dance, maybe that maybe surprised you.
Yeah, I think that was probably the biggest
Man, it's
surprise.
like good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes. Doing what I love in life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills me.
Hi everyone and welcome to MattGron Talks, my friends. This is episode 83 and my name is Mattias Gronborg, aka MattGron, and I'm the founder of the HubSpot agency iGoMoon, and here I share my scaling up journey building the company from nothing to something. And we also have my co-host Svea Malina Landshoff on the other side, as you see.
Hello.
And Svea, she makes sure we don't get stuck in my head.
That we stay on track, as I like to say.
Yes.
Yes. Hello.
And this is where
Entrepreneurship runs smack into reality. Welcome to number 83. Again, from a different setting. I'm still in Berlin, where I lived the last 6 years before I moved to Stockholm. I'm visiting, and so we have to live with this for a couple of episodes, and then I'll be back in the office. That I will upgrade soon a little bit, because Mattias said my background would be too boring in the office, so I'll work on that together with David. All right.
Yes.
So are you ready for today's episode? Oh no, wait, actually you should share about what we talk about on the different days. That's our new routine. Right?
Yes. So if you are a newcomer here, we have different topics we talk about depending on which day it is. So Monday we talk about personal development, and I share my experiences growing as a human being and a leader. And Wednesday, which is today's topic, and then I share about business development and what I learned in the entrepreneurial process, scaling up iGoMoon. So, and Friday I share my weekly self-inventory, what I could have done different during the week, and also what I learned, and some victories and celebrations. So, but today, Wednesday, so please take it away.
Yes,
Svea.
Today I want to talk about cash, okay?
Cash!
So I got inspired by our conference, our kickoff conference. I think I give kudos to Anton on Friday, because he was so into his numbers, and honestly, I think I've never seen a financial report that was almost interesting. I mean, maybe interesting is a bit too much, but it was definitely something you wouldn't fall asleep at, and he really did a good job. Making it a fun presentation, because usually it's just some older men in gray suits who say, okay, this is the finances, this is last year, this is this year, but he was really into it. So maybe I should insert a clip so people get what I mean. I think I will put it right here. So he was my inspiration for today's episode, because I thought let's share a bit what he put together in the presentation, and maybe you can give all of us a little overview about how the finances look like the last 6 months of this year, 2021.
Yeah, and as you saw in the clip, we had a very exciting, colorful Anton showing us the numbers, and typically, like during the kickoff, we have it twice each year. We always, or Anton presents the numbers, like how are we doing according to our yearly goals, and this year so far, we keep basically the same pace revenue-wise as we did last year. So we are somewhere around 13.5 million Swedish kronor for the year, and if we keep the same pace as now, and but to reach that, we need to do another 7 million kronor during this fall. But we revised our goal a little bit, because the budget for the year and the revenue goal was 16 million Swedish kronor.
for the whole year, right?
Yes. So we are behind on that goal.
So you said you readjusted the goal a little bit, and that was actually something also that Anton mentioned in the presentation. I wanted to ask you about when you redefine a goal, or also when you define a goal in the first place. How do you determine a goal? How do you know what could be realistic? Can you just maybe explain the process that you go through?
Like when we did the budget in the beginning of the year, or like in the end of last year, we had this goal of 60 million kronor, and then we had a plan during the spring, actually what we needed to do to reach that goal, and we like there is some things we didn't succeed with, and that's the reason why we are behind. And we started the year with like we were behind on labor utilization rate both in January and February, so it was a very slow start. And that picked up during Q2, quarter two, and we are also at the 6 months mark. We're also a little bit behind on the sales side, and we also especially just before the summer we had more free time.
Unpaid hours, right? Was it that?
Free time.
Yeah. Yay, more free time.
Yeah, we have free time. Yeah. But we had unpaid time, work we need to do basically to maybe reach this a customer satisfaction standard. Maybe we haven't delivered as we should, and so just before the summer that was a little bit too high, and then I haven't really succeeded with keeping the recruitment pace to actually be able to reach that goal of 60 million Swedish kronor. And we also especially during quarter two, Q2, we had a lot of sick leave. Unfortunately, people were sick, and that kind of circumstances it's kind of hard to actually do something about. You're not really planning for that, and we are a small company, so
that really affects, right?
So if someone gets sick, it's kind of hard to just have another one covering that position. Yeah. So I think that's the 5 biggest reasons why we are behind.
Yeah.
And but we also we have some successes, victories.
Yeah.
During the years. We actually managed to our average hourly rate is higher than we planned for.
Okay, cool.
And we are also on target with our customer satisfaction service.
Yeah.
And then we actually managed to sell more retainers than we planned. So we are on that side a little bit
over the goal,
over the budget so far. And we also have had a really good labor utilization rate since March. Right. So now everything depends kind of how we start here in August and September. So we are working super hard to kick off the fall.
Yeah. Okay. Some nice news there. I have one more question. You now summed up a little bit, also some things that turned out to be very good and some things that didn't go as planned in the last 6 months. Were there some results that expected you, when also maybe you saw the whole finance report, or things you did expect, that surprised you in the process? Was anything that stood out to you?
Like, I mean, I knew everything that Anton was presenting, the presentation we had been kind of talking about before. So there was no surprises. Like, wow!
Oh, I didn't know that. Except for Anton's dance, maybe surprised.
Yeah, I think that was probably the biggest surprise. But I mean, that's pure Anton style. I would say. I really love his swag. So
Okay, I just want to circle back to one question. I think you drifted away a little bit, even though I'm thankful for everything you said. That was really good. But I just want to get back for a second to you saying that you readjusted the goal for this year. I just want to talk about the financial goal for a second. Because I'm just curious how you come up with the goal. Like, do you take numbers from last year and then say, okay, at least we have to meet this, and then let's add X% for growth? Or how do you determine the financial goals for every year or every half year?
So there is like a mix of different things. Of course, as you said, there are some historical data basically we're looking at, and then we look at the labor utilization rate, like a realistic number that we can keep for the year, and then we also look at as the sales, like the budget for the sales team. And then we look at how many people we need to recruit and onboard and to be able to deliver on the budget or on the goal. So that's how we do it. And for us, that's a lot based on billing hours, because we are an agency. We are delivering services. So, and then there is of course some recurring revenue coming from different sources. But that's the main things.
Yeah. Right. I think that was it for the financial report of the first half of 2021. I was thinking, because you always talk about this in the kickoff conferences, to maybe implement this into the vlog. So every 6 months we talk some cash, some numbers, and share it a little bit.
I like that. Me and David, we always did that in the other vlog, Månresan. So we had like follow-ups every 6 months, and he also added some graphics for the episode. So
I'll do my best. Send me some graphics and I'll put it in so we can all follow along. All right. Yeah, then I would say we have a talk again in 6 months from now after the other kickoff. And unless you have anything to wrap up this episode, I would say.
Like I think something that was I actually realized now, I was never sharing that, but something, even if we are pacing the same numbers on the revenue side as we did last year, I think there is a difference compared to last year, because like right now we are in the red on the profit side. And I think Anton did a good job presenting, trying to explain that, so everyone just to make sure that everyone understands, and that like a huge reason, except for the things I told you about, is also that we are investing. Like we are really trying to do what we can to set processes and also build a team to scale up iGoMoon. We have been investing in a sales team. Like this year we have 2 salespeople, account managers, usually it's me and Eric who have been doing the sales, and then we also have made a investment in on a board level, like getting Ulf in to get more experience how to scale up an IT company, because he has done that twice before. So so there is some investing going on. So like we are not in the red because like just a bad situation or something. We are investing. And of course, we could have been selling more, and we could, been billing more hours and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you probably always could do that. Yeah, but good thing you cleared that up as well, to say why that is. And also, just a little side note, David and I were talking about the team today, actually, and because you said you're also investing in Ulf and like hiring people and the right team, and we both agreed that we think the iGoMoon crew is a really well-fitted group of people. And I think also what I realized was Victoria, it's also a new one who just joined the team. I think she also had some really, really good input during the conference. And I mean, all of them always contribute, but there was just something sticked out to me. And I think also lately, there were a lot of great people added to the team, to an already great team that existed before. So I think you are getting the right people in, and that will eventually pay off, definitely. And I think you also said that's like one of the hardest things right now is actually to get the right people, right? That's the thing that is, the hardest part.
I was also thinking about, when you were talking about the team, something that I really want to clarify, that even if it was a presentation on the kickoff, Anton showing off all the numbers, it wasn't the first time the team got the information.
Okay, yeah.
Because these things we are talking like open and transparently.
Yeah, transparently, I think. Yeah.
It's always one word.
Yeah, don't you also talk about the numbers on the Monday morning meetings? Wasn't there also?
That was my point, that we are always talking about these numbers every week, because that's a part of iGoMoon's culture and our rhythm, like keep everybody on board about like how the company is doing on the financial side. So
I think that's so important and really great that everyone is always up to date about that. So it's no surprise for anyone like, oh my God, I didn't know it was that bad or that good or whatever. Yeah, good you said that too.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it a
wrap?
wrap?
Think that's a wrap.
It's a wrap for today. Okay, then, as always, thank you guys for watching. If you like what we're doing, consider to subscribe. Maybe leave a comment. And Mattias is gonna say it will make our day. And see you in the next one, hopefully. And thank you, Mattias.
Thank you very much, Svea, and thank you for watching this episode. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.